Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the syllabus and hope to be able to see you in person for each of you, or maybe just in my office hour, because as always I'd like to see your smiling face. So this course is a mixed online and a classroom course, and it has been like this since a few years ago, so it's not because of COVID. All the lectures and the course materials will be posted on Canvas under each module, and so far I think you may already have explored Canvas and watch the video, the navigation video, if you are new to the platform. It's very easy to navigate Canvas. So I'm going to focus on this presentation. I'm going to focus on the syllabus, and also explain some of the assignments and the requirements, and also the materials that we're going to cover. So this is a mixed online and a classroom. We're gonna meet on Thursdays from 6:30 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. The in-person meetings will be 6 of them, and I've already published the schedule on Canvas, and also they are noted in the syllabus as well. For the rest of the Thursdays, I'm gonna host the virtual office hours, and if a lot of you, at least half of you, wanted me to have virtual lessons during those virtual office hours, I can have 1 hour from 7:30 to 8:30 to go over the materials for that week. But only if I have plenty of students to request me to do so. Otherwise, you can stop by to my office hour and take advantage of that, because I will be there. I'll be there, and for any questions or for any confusion that you're not sure of, please just let me know and stop by. My office hour for the days we're gonna have meetings, you can make an appointment to meet with me in person, not virtual. For the days that we're gonna have classroom meetings, and that'll be between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. If you feel like you still want to meet me online, I can try to do that. But if you want to meet me in person, we can meet maybe outside of my office, or some other places. So that's the office hour. My office is the Social Science Building, 284G. By the way, you can Google FAU's campus map, and I send an announcement also with the map link with the classroom, because this year they changed the classroom to it's called a General Classroom South 108. It's on the first floor of General Classroom, and if you know this breezeway, it's right by the breezeway, and it's between the breezeway and the Social Science buildings, and that's a General Classroom South. Later I'm going to mention that classroom has very low technology, so for those of you who want me to deliver the in-person classes in a remote option, the technology makes it having some limitations. Okay, I'm going to mention that later on. So that's the general housekeeping, and an email will be the best way to get in touch with me. I do have an office number, which is 561-297-4282. But my office phones, sometimes when I'm not there and I cannot easily check the voicemail. I can, but it takes some efforts and stuff. But I check my emails every day. So email me, but if you have to call me, that's okay. But I may not be able to respond right away. So the COVID-19, has been surging recently. So when we meet, face masks are highly recommended. And if you get sick or if you have any symptoms or if you are tested positive, I think you should stay at home. But let me know, and I can try to provide as much as possible the assistance that you need in order for you to go through the quarantine period. And also, if you need any extensions for the assignments due to emergencies or sicknesses or some other excused, approved excuses, and then also I can provide reasonable accommodation. So this one is mixed online and classroom, usually requiring between 50% and 79% of the course online. And we're going to have 6 meetings, which is roughly around 60%. So that means 60% of the course will be delivered online. So the rest is, the online portion is under FAU's Learning Management System Canvas, and it has all the assignments, the deadlines, the calendar, and also the syllabus, the pre-recorded videos. And I'll try to do that as much as possible. If you have Zoom meetings, those will be also recorded. And please use your FAU ID and a password to access the materials and assignments. And also, when you communicate with me, please also use your FAU email addresses, ideally. The course is organized into weekly units, and then the other assignments for the units will be posted under each of the unit. And I will also post the future assignments under certain units, so that to give you some heads up about what's expected for the future assignments. I mentioned about the accommodations for students who cannot make it in person. I do want to offer some accommodations. Maybe we can do the remote options in the classroom. But unfortunately, that classroom does not have the technology available. So I'll try my best. Maybe I'll use my personal computer and my personal microphone, trying to see how things work. But for those excuses, I would appreciate you can show me any evidence or proof, or just let me know, email me ahead, so that I know what to expect. So for this course, it's about data collection and data analysis, but we really don't collect data ourselves. We mostly use the secondary data sources. When you collect data yourself, it's called primary data. But when you use the data sources from other places, those data are called secondary data sources. So for this class, we are not going to collect primary data, and we're going to use the secondary data and just to use their analysis tools. Mostly we're going to use Microsoft Excel, and especially about creating graphs and also basic tabulation techniques, and also basic regression models. They're really basic, because for advanced models, they will be covered in another course. So this is applied methods. So that means we're going to analyze mostly like demographic data, economic data, business data, and also mostly about feasibility analysis and some other analysis and evaluation, project evaluation. So, since our program offers other more specialized courses, like for example, land use planning in the GIS course, and we also offer transportation planning, environmental planning. So, the methodology for those specialized courses will not be covered in this course. This course will only cover some very basic demographic and economic and business analysis. So those are the following course objectives, and are aligned with their planning accreditation board because our program is accredited. And also, just to remind you, because in the orientation, I think Dr. Barroso and the program coordinators, they're going to mention about a portfolio which is required when you work on your planning project. So the portfolio would cover all the planning accreditation board, learning outcome assessment, and I highly urge you to keep all the assignments that you use for all your courses, including this one, so that in the future when you write your portfolio, you will have the evidence to show it meets certain learning outcome measures. So that's the course objectives. We don't have any required textbooks, and we do have an electronic book available. I'm going to use some of the chapters, but most of the materials will be from me collecting, or maybe my own writing and some other things. So all the materials will be distributed through Canvas. Could also include internet materials as well. If you're interested, or if you want to take the AICP exam, which is American Institute for Certified Planner exam, those books are highly recommended under their recommended texts and readings. And class website, like what I mentioned before, we use Canvas. It's the canvas.fau.edu, and you can just log on and access all the materials. And make sure you back up your work. I really want to stress that, because you don't want to lose your work, and you don't want to lose your course materials. We mostly use Microsoft Word, Excel, and sometimes if you since all the 5 assignments we're gonna write in a report format, if you want to use other software to organize your reports, that's okay with me. So in evaluation, we're gonna have 5 big assignments and 5 small exercises. So check their modules on Canvas for the updates for anything related to those assignments. The first big one is the basic demographic analysis and the population projection. The second big one is economic base and the cluster analysis. The third one is the business and the cluster analysis about the siting of a business. The fourth one is the market feasibility analysis, mostly I forgot to mention, we are going to use software. It's called E3 Business Analyst Online. But that software is very easy to use, and later on I'm going to mention that. So from assignment 3 and 4 and 5, we are going to use the E3 Business Analyst Online for some of the analysis. And then assignment number 5, the big one, financial feasibility analysis and impact analysis. Basically assignment 4 and 5, they are closely related to each other. So assignment 4 and 5, you work on the same project, but just different analysis and different focus. But assignment 5, you're going to put everything together, including the materials that from assignment 4. So that means you can use some of the materials from assignment 4 to be in assignment 5, so that you can have a cohesive report for assignment 5. And then in addition to the large assignments, we're going to have some mini exercises for 15% total. Those mini exercises mostly are to get you familiar with the Microsoft Excel, especially basic formulas, and also charts, creating charts, and also some economic analysis and some other things. So if you cannot finish your assignments by the due date, please communicate with me ahead, and I'll see if the excuse is valid, and I'll try my best to accommodate. All the assignments are due on Thursdays midnight, before midnight. It's 11:59 p.m. So please don't be late. And the grading structure, you take a look and let me know if you have any questions. And I also posted a discussion board for you guys to communicate with each other and also to introduce yourself. And please respect for each other and try to be professional when you write. For the communication, announcements on Canvas. I'm going to use, whenever I have any updates or anything I want to really let you know, I'm going to use the announcement on Canvas. So please check announcements, and also make sure you receive notifications in your FAU email for all the announcements. Otherwise, please check your Canvas profile to enable the notifications. I'll respond to emails as soon as possible, reasonably within 48 hours, but usually I'm pretty fast. Except for Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, I'll respond within 2 business days. The feedback, because we have reports, so it's going to take a while for me to grade everything. So usually it takes about 1 week. But for some longer ones, it may take longer time. But in that case, I will communicate with you. If you have any issues with Canvas submission and some other things, please let me know. And also, you can submit to the help desk and to see if they can help. And sometimes it's kind of strange. I had students who submitted to Canvas, but I didn't see them. So if you notice anything, I check your assignment comments. If I when I grade, if I don't find your assignments, and I may give you a 0, but even if you submitted but didn't show up, in that case, please let me know. Please let me know. And the attendance policy, especially for the in-person classes, you should let me know if you have any emergencies, illnesses, or some other things that you cannot come. And if you need a special accommodation, please contact the FAU Student Accessibility Services. And the plagiarism, I really want to stress that. I mean, this has been, right now you are in a grad school, so you should know that when you cite somebody, you should really use your own words to paraphrase. And then you should credit the sources. And I do check for plagiarism. So if I find a lot of like copy and paste directly from the sources, I'm gonna communicate with you, and FAU has 0 tolerance regarding plagiarism and academic dishonest. So I'll communicate with you for the first time. For the first violation, I'm gonna communicate with you, and to see if because you are not aware or some other reasons, maybe I can give you a chance to redo it. But for the second time, I cannot tolerate. Okay, I need to report if you have like a lot of like plagiarism. So that's the academic integrity, and their counseling, psychological services. If you feel stressed out or if you need any help, please go to talk to them and call them, or you can let me know. You can chat with me, but I'm not a professional, so I cannot really offer professional assistance if you need any assistance. So schedule change policy, please make sure follow other schedules, okay, at deadlines. And if you need other accommodations, or if you have other, if you are university athletes, I don't know if grad students can be athletes, but if you have any university approved absence or religious duties or events that you have to go, and please let me know ahead, and I can provide reasonable accommodations. And also please take note of the withdrawal deadline and also some other policies in the syllabus. And so the course outline, please take note of the deadlines, and I think those are the most important sections, okay? The classroom sessions, the mini exercise, the large exercise, due dates, and also the materials that we're going to cover for each section. Please really take time to review them. So that's the syllabus, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. And again, my email address is yli22@fau.edu, and it's the best way to reach me. And thank you so much.